Hello and welcome to another Gongs Unlimited meditation. I'm Andrew, and behind me playing the Broder Oetken Komet Gongs is Joshua. The Komet Gongs are a beautiful new offering from Broder. Really bring up some delightful dark and mysterious flavors. And I thought, why not have our spiritual meditation today be involved similar to what a comet is? If you think about a comet, it's this bright light in the darkness of space, and it's traveling fast. And we get very excited about a comet, whether it's from ancient times, like, oh, it means scary things, or from a modern astronomer kind of perspective, like, wow, we can chart its courses. And it's kind of cool. It's like a visitor who doesn't stay too long at your house, but brings with it light. So I thought today, let's take a look at perhaps the darkness that's within us and heal some of it to allow some more light in. So if you can right now, please take a moment and we'll do what we call ground, which if you watch any of our other ones, you'll know what it is, but we'll go with it again. So I want you to find a comfortable place to sit. You know, right now, if you're operating heavy machinery, wait till you're done doing that. Like if you're using a forklift right now, or you're in some sort of mecha suit, you know, when you get out of the mecha suit and you can sit on a chair or couch, take a moment. Take a deep breath. Notice your body in the chair, in the couch. Notice your feet on the floor. I don't want them cross-legged, like, hooray, I can do a crisscross applesauce. No, I want them feet flat on the floor. Feel your butt on the chair, back. And I want you to imagine a line of energy from the first chakra, which is generally at the base of the spine. The first chakra is at the base of the spine, to the center of the earth, the planet we're on. And make it about a little wider than your hips. Make it go around in a circle like it's a tube, so in front of you and behind you. Maybe make it actually go out maybe a foot, 2 feet outside of your hips. So you've got this nice big, you know, grounding cord. And say hello to it. Imagine it in your mind's eye. And imagine it hooking into the center of the planet. Say, hi, planet. And then the planet can handle it. The planet can handle a lot of stuff. And you're releasing a little energy. She's like, easy, my friend. Easy. And just kind of allow the energy that's not you. Maybe you're hyper today, or maybe you're feeling pained or punished or confused. Just allow that energy to slide down the grounding cord. That grounding cord, make it slippery in your mind's eye. Oof, what just came out? I just took some stress out of me, came right out. But if you notice, I feel a little lighter. Let your body hook into this grounding cord. Your aura, tuck your aura in. Just imagine your aura, which could be all over the place. Just imagine it's in front of you. You know, a little bit this way, a little bit that. Just tuck it, just imagine it. No effort. You're a spirit telling yourself a spirit, oh, tuck in. And just let it tuck into the grounding cord. And just release. And that grounding cord can handle everything you want to release. And enjoy it. Enjoy what you just created as a spirit. You created that. You created a way to heal yourself spiritually. I want you to breathe, and I want you to imagine your attention behind your eyes. Behind your eyes. That's where you want to sit as a spirit right now. Not at the center of the planet, not in your first chakra. Imagine you're here. It's like your control center. I'm behind my eyes. And if you wanted to imagine, if you were an anime fan, then you could say, and my body is my mecha suit, and that's where I am. But let's not worry about how mechanical that is. And I want you, while you're sitting there, just to allow the sounds of these gongs gongs. The sounds of the gongs is to go through your aura, go through your body, and start to loosen up energy that's ready to go. Imagine your body, maybe imagine it's like a clear, transparent thing, like glass. And when there's something ready to release, the sound goes through and just kind of dissipates that block. I have some stress in my hands, and I see this kind of like purple and some yellow stuff that's not me. So I'm just gonna let the sound kind of go through. And it's starting to release some of the purple. Not all of it, because I have some intention there, but some of it, the easy stuff, just came out. Now I can look at the big clops and let them go. It's that simple to allow sound to heal a layer or so of stuff. Great. I hope you're doing well over there and over there too. So now let's talk about the deepness of this meditation. I want you to kind of be aware of your fifth chakra, your sixth chakra, and your crown. If you want to call them throat, right, or brow and crown, fine, or whatever Hindu terms you might have for them, but you know what I'm talking about. The upper chakras. And just kind of say hello to it. Just notice them. I don't want you to do anything to them. Don't fix them, don't change. I just want you to say hello to them and see if they say hello back. The funny thing about having been around the quote-unquote New Age since I've been about, it's got to be 40 years now. I'm that old. Yes, 40 years. Is one of my favorite things is the ever-present cycle of people that want to alert us all that they're nothing but light and love. That they're nothing but light and love. They've got the answer, and they're light and love. Oftentimes I'll get customers that are all light and love that just run over us like a steam train. I don't know, and I go, I don't know if that was light and love. That was more like a locomotive. That was demand and darkness, perhaps. I don't know. Though you can be in a space of demanding something in light and love, but we won't get into the subtleties of that. So I want you to perhaps acknowledge the fact, as I do, that we're not all light and love. That we have stuff we're unconscious to. Now, the part you might be conscious to, going all day, like I'm wearing my white clothes, I'm doing my yoga position, I'm drinking my vegan tea. That part might be light and love, but then there's this huge underlying unconscious space that you're not always gentle. You've had past lives. You have other spirits in you besides you that are not always gentle. But it's always great to take a step each time. Take a step through the comets, with the comet, like a comet, to take another part of you and take it out of the darkness and bring it into light. So let's do that, because each step you take makes you a little bit more light and love. Like a comet. So I want you to be able to just see, just allow it to pop up in front of your mind's eye, in front of you, a place in your fifth, sixth, or seventh chakra that you might have not been conscious to, that's got some darkness. And for our purposes, I want the darkness being a place that doesn't connect to God right now, that you're protecting. You don't want God to get to it. You don't want that light and that love to get to it. I like to look at my crown chakra because that's where I'm going to get a lot of communication from God. But if you're not ready to look at your crown chakra, look at the fifth or the sixth. And And just see what it is. Can you feel the energy? Is it black? Is it brown? Does it have a shape? Does it have a texture or feeling? That's the space that you're being controlled by. Because guess what? You're not allowing the light of God in there. For whatever reason. It could be you judged yourself and said you weren't worthy. It could be you have a spirit there sitting on it, keeping you there. It could be your ego doesn't want to admit something. There's any number of reasons, but all we care about right now is what is the energy and the color. You don't really need to know for right now what it is. And just say hello to it. I've done this a couple times today, preparation for this meditation. I found all kinds of fun stuff. Most of it is usually a judgment against myself, like, oh, I've done something wrong in this lifetime. I judge myself, and I'm like, I can't allow God in there. I can't allow light and love in there because I was bad, or I did this. It may not have been anything that we would even say nowadays was bad. You know, you could judge yourself for anything. You'd be like, I can't believe I wore white pants after white shoes after Labor Day. I'm not worthy of God. It doesn't really matter what that judgment was. But I want you to notice that. I want you to notice that piece of darkness and say hello to it. And say, hi, what? Maybe get even an inkling what it is. Is it you? Is it some other energy? Usually there's a lot of unconscious energy around it, and that makes you kind of go to sleep or feel tired. So if you're feeling that way, just say hello to that, let it go. And I want you just to imagine that that piece of darkness that doesn't let light in goes outside your aura on maybe like a wooden cutting board. Imagine whatever it is, it's on a wooden cutting board. If it's long and slimy like a eel, great. If it's just a chunk like a brownie, or if it's just like a piece of beaten up charcoal, I don't care. Just put it there. I'm doing it right now. Right now I've got like this, it's like a piece of burnt licorice. And it came out of the back of my crown chakra. Now I want you to go and then imagine you have a very incredible, amazing, powerful chef's knife. So sharp. And it's just going to go through, and it's without you even trying. It's just good. You don't have to work it. It's just going to go and chop that piece of black food on that cutting board, wherever it is, into little pieces, and they're all going to kind of explode and dissipate. But you're not doing it. You're not using your body, you're just doing it. And then let that all dissipate. Maybe, and you look at it again on the cutting board. I still have a little piece there. Do you still have a little piece there? Here's the fun part about it. My little piece, or at least most of it, it's where I haven't forgiven myself for whatever that was. And that lack of forgiveness, they all talk about it. Jesus talks about it. Course of Miracles talks about it. You know, people that have near-death experiences and come back and they go, it's all about forgiveness, man. If you haven't forgiven that, it's going to stay. You can't let the light and love come in. But these Komet Gongs want to help you. I'm trying to help you too. So I'm going to take that. I'm just going to imagine beautifully like a squeeze bottle of forgiveness. Put it on that piece that's on that cutting board. Oh yeah, look at it. It's like, oh, big thing. That lifetime I felt like I didn't wait for the gong to finish. I didn't teach everything I could have taught, which is maybe why I'm here trying to teach some more things while I'm here. But it was a judgment of, oh, I taught the wrong thing, or I didn't really share all the right information. You know, I'm not worthy, God, of being a teacher anymore because I didn't do that. So that's starting to lift up. And that judgment I had at myself is going. Whew, look at it go. Explode. And they're actually taking that to my Akashic records. They're taking that away to my Akashic records so that I'm finished with it. I can forgive myself. I can move on. You may not see all this, but you can allow that to happen with whatever you're working on. You may feel a little, I feel unconscious here. Maybe you feel a little dizzy, or your head hurts, or your throat, or your eyes. That's okay. Just keep allowing forgiveness. And look at your cutting board. Is it all up? Mine's clean now. Doesn't take long. Does not take long. But now here's the next part. Now the comet God's comet, the light, love of God, can now come into that space, however small it is, but it'll start to change things. So I'm just going to go quietly inside me and ask for God or Allah or whoever you want to call it. If you want an angel that's God's emissary, or Jesus, whoever you like to talk to. You don't need one of your special guides, because go higher up, because you want God's light and love. Come in. Can you? I'm going to go. Can you heal it? Can you connect there with me? And I see God's going, yeah. He goes, you only got half of it, Andrew, but I'm going to help you with the rest. So I didn't do it perfectly. There was a part, because I'm teaching, I didn't necessarily look, but he's like, I'm going to take the rest out. Where not only that, I was afraid to say some things because I might have been punished for saying the truth here or there. And I didn't forgive myself, and I thought I was unworthy for the light there. You may have your own, I'm just using me as an example. You may have plenty of other examples in your life. Just letting that come out. Whew. Yeah. And as it does that, a lot of things are changing. Now I can see, like, oh, there was a blessing I've kept away for about 3 lifetimes. I've kept that blessing away for 3 lifetimes that God's been waiting to try to gift me. It's like an okay. It's a blessing. It's light. It's, if you was in all that space was darkness, like a comet going through, and now I'm receiving the light. Now this is the thing, I found one little piece in me. So I guess I'm not all light and love. That's okay, you're probably not either. But having that one little piece in there now opens up more. Now you can always come back and do this video again. Fast forward to where you want to work it. Find new things for yourself. Exploring your inner world, if you're working on it, is not just navel gazing. It's a good thing to do. It heals you to create more things. The term navel gazing has a slightly, judgmental term to it, but I think it does mean like people not changing, like looking inside or pretending to meditate or doing that stuff or doing a lot of work but not really changing. There's nothing wrong in that. We all make a lifetime or 2 like that along the way. But this is a lifetime where I'm really into like making internal and external changes. So I like to try to do that. So allow the gongs to keep on playing for you here, and I thank you so much for coming and visiting us with us, and may this help you in your journey wherever it's taken you, in whatever way you need it to help. And thank you. Amen.